Welcome to the Fort Myers Beach Good Neighbor podcast, where the sun's always shining and the stories are even brighter. Each episode, we bring you closer to the neighbors, local legends, and beachside businesses that make Fort Myers Beach the slice of paradise we all love. Pull up a beach chair, grab a drink, and let's meet the people who make this island feel like home. We want to send out some island love to Eric Tibbs from Edward Jones, State Insurance USA, and Home Well Care Services Fort Myers. They are the businesses that allow us to share the soul of our community with every listener, from local stories to the positive vibe of island life. Here's to celebrating all that makes Fort Myers Beach the slice of paradise we all love. Here's your host, Cabo Jim Schaller.
Welcome, Fort Myers Beach Good Neighbors, where we offer no shade and just sunshine. So today we have good neighbor, Daniel Clarkston from Mr. Waves Island Bar. Welcome.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, thank you for being here and sharing your story with our listeners. So let's back up your story a little bit. And well, first of all, I want you to share a little bit about Mr. Waves to start off with.
Yeah, Mr. Waves Island Bar is right on Times Square, right when you come over the bridge, the first building you see. We share we're on Times Square, Fort Myers Beach, and we do karaoke 7 days a week, every night. Currently, we have karaoke on Saturdays and Sundays, starting at 1 p.m. So all day karaoke. We do breakfast all day. We have a full kitchen for lunch and dinner. And we're just a nice beach hangout where people can cool off from the sand, grab a drink, grab a bite to eat, and sing whatever song they like.
Sing their favorite song, right? At the top of their lungs. We love it. It's all about a good time. I love that. So let's back up your story a little bit. How did you get involved in the bar business to start with?
Yeah, so basically, we were living on Fort Myers Beach prior Hurricane Ian already. We were running 2 small motels and vacation rentals, and the building on Times Square where we're in right now was for sale. And obviously, prior Ian coming around a property on Fort Myers Beach on Times Square is pretty rare, right?
Yep.
I mean,
yep.
within ownership for 10, 20 years. Sometimes, they go through the generations. And we thought, what's possible? How would that possible? We tried to find a way how it's possible to make that happen, to acquire the property, and what kind of business would fit there in regards to, obviously pay off any debts and
right. You want to make money.
They would have to take on to acquire the property. The property back then had a T-shirt shop in there, and on the other side, Cold Stone. Cold Stone wanted to stay. That's fine. Now, I was not really on the smaller commercial unit, anyways, but the bigger one where the T-shirt shop was in. And then, it's not a far-fetched thought that a bar and restaurant would make more sense than a T-shirt shop, and that's kind of how we got into all of that. So no prior restaurant or bar experience.
Right. Just jumped right in and said, "We'll figure it out as we go." Right.
Exactly. In the end, we made a bartending. Me and my wife, we attended a pretty intensive bartending school prior to opening everything, and in the end, it's business, right? It's numbers.
Yep.
You got X amount coming in and X amount going out, and you got to be sure that a little bit more comes in than then goes out. Yep. So, and we kind of did the same with the hotels and the vacation rentals, which was also a business we didn't kind of go to school for or learn, but in the end, it's a business, and we're pretty good with understanding numbers, so we thought, why not give it a try? Worst case, it doesn't work, but I think it works. So we're pretty happy. We're in November. We celebrate our two-year opening anniversary, and we're having a good time with the place, and people love it. We're widely accepted by the beach community. People from the mainland, Fort Myers, Cape Coral, etc. They recognize us. They know our name by now, and that's pretty cool because they're also coming, and especially in the kind of realm of karaoke bars in the area, we made a name for ourselves, which is great, and
Nice.
yeah, it works.
That is great. See, you follow your heart, follow your passion, and it leads you to new directions and new business opportunities. I love that you just kind of followed it and went with it, and you found what the area really needed as far as the business is concerned, and kind of
Well,
dialed in on
especially
that.
after Hurricane Ian, we had to rethink everything, right? I mean,
Yep.
our building was pretty much the only one, well, the only
Yeah.
restaurant, or whatever, however you want to call it, one of
Yep.
the only ones that was still standing. The rest was kind of piled up right behind us and on our roof. And then, with other popular places on the beach gone and nothing in sight for rebuilding, et cetera, we kind of had to pivot what kind of comp, because when Hurricane Ian happened, we weren't open yet, right?
Yep.
So we bought the building like I think in June or July before Hurricane Ian happened. So that was quite a bummer with our plans. But in the end, once you're able to adjust your plans and you stay flexible, we were able to come up with something, like you said, what we thought the community will definitely appreciate to have, which is kind of a party bar. I mean, a restaurant, there's multiple restaurants on the island, and we always knew there will be again.
Yep.
And there was a handful of party bars on Fort Myers Beach prior to Ian, and they were pretty much all gone. So we kind of tried to step in that void.
So what's been your biggest challenge in growing from Ian and to where you are now?
Well, in the beginning, the biggest challenge was understanding all the code stuff, and not necessarily the permitting. We of course knew it would need a permitting, but then I believe beginning of mid-November, the flood elevation changed, 2022. So a few months after Ian. So whatever was not put into permitting before that date would not be able to do anything, and is kind of under the restrictions that are the challenges right now for, our neighbors, La Ola, that have to build up high, et cetera, et cetera. So understanding all that, which honestly, when we bought it, we were not aware of that. There's so much stuff coming at the same time with the hurricane and the flood elevation change, et cetera. So we were, we found out really quickly after we purchased it, and we were able to put in our permitting a day before that, so we were good.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was one challenge. And then basically, there's just, business costs and business problems every day.
Right.
Starting from crazy guests that want to make a mess and want to fight to just other stuff.
Welcome to the bar and restaurant industry, right?
Yeah, I think that's nothing really to mention. The challenges. I think it's more on a broader term when it comes to recognition of the island. I think we still struggle with being recognized as a fully open and operational beach destination. Past Ian, it's August 25, and I still talk to people in my bar. Oh my God, that's the first time I came since Hurricane Ian. I'm like, where do you live? Well, Southwest Cape. I'm like, that's 20 minutes. It's fair. People do whatever they want, but I feel like there's so much to do and so much to experience on Fort Myers Beach. And I feel like there's not really, there's not really marketing about it. So people, obviously Hurricane Ian was pretty bad publicity, so to say, right? And that was in the news nationwide. But I feel like we need to push to get the word out that we are open and ready for business, and you're gonna have a phenomenal time on Fort Myers Beach.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good things happening down here.
Absolutely.
So and part of it is, and that's part of the reason I'm doing the podcast too, is to get some of that good positive stuff out there and say, hey, Fort Myers Beach is open. There's a lot of good things happening down here, and something
No.
new is popping up every day. So people need to come back and check it, not just the tourists, but the locals as well too. So talking about Fort Myers Beach in general, are there certain things you're doing to maybe embrace or be involved with the community?
Well, Fort Myers Beach, obviously, we just had the beach renourishment. I mean,
Yep.
it says it in the name. People come for our great beach and our nice sand. I think we're always in the top 5, if not top, definitely in the top 10 of best beaches in the U.S. And that's great. I feel like Fort Myers Beach is very special because of well, first of all, the mix of people that still live there. It's not owned by bigger corporation. It's literally pretty family business oriented, and that brings a certain vibe which you don't find on the other coast of Florida, which you don't find necessarily in Tampa, either, or Clearwater and St. Petersburg, right? And that gives it its
Charm.
it's charm, and that gives Fort Myers Beach the place. And obviously it has, culinary wise, it has everything you can look for. It has the beach bars, it has the dive bars, it has the upper scale restaurants. I mean, it has everything you need for a full beach town destination. So
yeah, it's something for everybody, right?
right.
So are you from Southwest Florida originally?
No, I came in 2017.
Okay.
I was born and raised in Germany. Went to school there. My dad's American and my mom's German. I lived there. I went to school there, and always had an American passport since birth.
Nice.
And then I met my now wife and baby mother. I'm a dad of a little 3.5-month-old.
Congrats.
So, thank you.
That's life changing.
Oh yeah. No, it's fun. It's fun. We couldn't wait. And
Nice.
yeah, I came over here, met her in Frankfurt, where I'm from, and she's a dual citizen as well. And yeah, she was living here in Fort Myers, so I came over here, and I was like, why not?
I was going to ask, how do you get to Fort Myers? But that's a good reason. You gotta love that, right?
Exactly.
At least she wasn't up. Well, you're from Germany, but at least I'm from Wisconsin originally, so it snows and it's cold up there. I'm
not sure if she would have been that attractive if that would have been the case. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, obviously, living in Florida is great. It's something you basically only dream about or hear in documentaries, and I mean, it's all about taking the chance. The worst thing is it doesn't work, and then you're back at square one.
Exactly.
But you're there already, so it's not like.
And you're doing the right things and taking the right chances, and we love what you do. So outside of work, I know owning a business and you do some other things on the side as well too, can be very demanding of your time. What is it you enjoy doing outside of work? Obviously you have a 3.5-month-old, so that's a lot of it right now, but.
Right. So, I mean, I do like fishing, although I haven't been gone fishing. Went fishing twice last year, which is actually terrible now that I think about it. But I mean, I do love my work. It's really. So I went to university for being a teacher, and I finished my college in Germany, doing that, being that, and I mean, it wasn't a bad job or anything, but it was a job, right?
Yep.
Still, so it's not like it was not my life passion. It was a rational decision, after my high school, was what path can I go with my grades and stuff, and so I kind of had real estate experience a little bit from Germany, but that really came to fruition in the States, and that is what I love. So, I mean, I wouldn't have called it a hobby either, but it's kind of washing into each other, right? It's not like I have a whatever volleyball training twice a week or something.
Yep.
It's classified as a hobby maybe, but that's not really the case. I mean, I like fishing. I've been doing music all my life, which I haven't been doing maybe the last 8-10 years, but I was also there. I was rather on the business side. So, when I was in high school, we got a record deal in Germany and stuff like that. So then we were touring Europe. So although it was a hobby, it kind of professional.
Turned into a career, right?
So that being said, if you like something a lot, I feel like there's a way to make money with it most of the times, at least, and professionalize it. And that's where really the fun comes, because, and you have a sort of, And I love what I do. My wife loves what she does, and there's always problems, but that's everywhere. So in the end, it's a great way to live, right?
Yep.
And I don't need a hobby to balance out my job necessarily, because I don't hate my job.
Yep.
So it's I like doing a lot of stuff, but sleeping and work is what you do most in your life, right?
That's it. You follow your passion, and it doesn't seem like work, right?
Right.
So is there one thing you wish our listeners knew, or maybe they need to try when they come to Fort Myers Beach and visit Mr. Waves Island Bar?
Yeah, like I said, we're doing karaoke every day. That's pretty much what we're known for. That's great. We have breakfast all day. Our breakfast is pretty well known in the Fort Myers Beach community. We're open from 8 a.m. I think we're the earliest that open too. So if you're an early bird and you want to grab breakfast somewhere, come to Mr. Waves. Our bucket drinks are pretty famous. We have pretty huge buckets where you can put in either our signature drinks or whatever drink you like. And we also started another small business just a few weeks ago, which is pedaltiki.com, which is a 14 people powered party bike in the end.
Oh boy, nice.
Which starts at Mr. Waves and ends at Mr. Waves. We offer 2 different tours, which is a sightseeing tour, which goes around the island, and then a pub crawl tour, which stops at multiple bar locations. You can grab a drink there, bring it on the bike, and just continue partying. We have karaoke on that bike too. So
I love it.
Party never stops. Pedaltiki.com.
You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. And what better place to start in the morning?
Tell that the people on the beach. I mean, I prove you wrong if you come to Mr. Waves.
Right. And if you're at the beach, you got to spend all day at the beach. You got to start in the morning and stay until the sun goes down and the moon comes up. So how would our listeners go about contacting you or finding you if they wanted to come to Fort Myers Beach and pay you a visit or sing some songs?
Yeah, I mean, the easiest is through Facebook, I think. Facebook, Instagram, Mr. Waves. And if you just go to our webpage, that's mrwavesislandbar.com. And for the pedal tiki, you would go to pedaltiki.com. It's very simple.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, Daniel, it's been a pleasure getting to know you. Thank you for being such a good neighbor. And we'll see you down at the beach here soon.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you. Take care.
Thanks for tuning in to the Fort Myers Beach Good Neighbor podcast, where community meets paradise. If you loved what you heard, share it with a friend and keep the good vibes going. Until next time, stay sunny, stay salty, and keep being a good neighbor. Also, to nominate your favorite neighbors, local legends, heroes, or island businesses to be on the show, go to CaboWaboGym.com, that's CaboWaboGym.com, or call 239-427-4100. We want to send out some island love to Eric Tibbs from Edward Jones, State Insurance USA, and Home Well Care Services Fort Myers. They are the businesses that allow us to share the soul of our community with every listener, from local stories to the positive vibe of island life. Here's to celebrating all that makes Fort Myers Beach the slice of paradise we all love.